Well, Vaughn, the Supreme Court did say no, and look how they was treated. Look how they was talked to.
They were treated like their family. They were personally attacked by their family. Yep.
They was personally attacked, and so that puts their lives in jeopardy. When he came across, DJT came across and did what?
Threatened him on the tariffs. See, he was going to lose on the tariff issue anyway because money was involved in their product. Anything to do with their money involved, they're going to go against DJT. That all they care about is the pocketbook.
But who put him in power?
Who gave him this power was John Roberts. This right here, the Roger Downey of this generation, Robert Taft, and the Roger Downey of this generation.
And we want a lot of people to go by
and buy this book.
Unprecedented. And also a series run on Legal AF with Lisa Graves and Michael Popak and other attorneys talking about what?
Talking about the court, Supreme Court.
Without precedent. John Roberts has done everything he possibly could to destroy what?
He did everything he did to destroy not just the United States, but the Constitution of the United States.
Mm-hmm. And so maybe maybe what happened, do you think that he's getting a bird's eye view of the power that he issued to DJT? And
you would hope so, but I don't think so, because when it comes to money, he's going to get the bird's eye view, which is the tariff case and the Federal Reserve. But when it comes to human rights, no, he's not going to get the bird's eye view.
So what do you think the Bar Association, how do you think this would come across with them?
How it would come across with the Bar Association, if this type of behavior, that would have been like a disbarment as an attorney.
Okay. But he's still threatening the lives.
He's threatening the lives of not just judges, but their families. Interpersonally, their families.
When he did that to Judge Juan Machan, I don't know what was Roberts thinking about. He saw all this activity going on, and he didn't step out. He hid up under his robe and did what?
He hid up in his robe and did not defend the colleagues of judges, which is their house of being murdered because of it.
Yeah, we have lost some judges to threats. And the sad thing is that they stood, the whole world looking at this, right?
The whole world.
And this is a grave embarrassment.
And it's worse than a grave embarrassment. And what is it all about? The Epstein files, to cover up for the Epstein files.
Mm-hmm. To cover up for the Epstein files.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so the bottom line is that every time, his State of the Union is when? Is it tomorrow?
It's tomorrow, and I'm not listening to the State of the Union. Don't go to the State of the Union. Yeah. If you can help it, do not watch the State of the Union.
Because our country is going to be what?
Our country is heading for hell. Not just the country, but the world is heading for hell. This is similar to World War II situation. We're heading for, and it's likely that we're heading for World War III.
No, I really hope that we don't head for that because of DJT's ego.
DJT's
who's going to die in that war?
And who's going to die is going to be innocent civilians and our U.S. troops. But the way that the elite's going to do, and their behavior, it is likely. We're 90% likely there. They're sending cruise ships to Iran already.
But also, you got to understand that other countries, because we've been isolated, other countries are blocking them from coming in, okay? And they're taking steps against DJT to let him know, hey, you need to stand down because you had 31 allies. You're abusing
the European allies. You're abusing everywhere around the world. Yes, with the tariffs, yeah.
And and
then the tariffs were illegal in the first place. And it was Congress's power to have tariffs. They did not read the history that also led to the Great Depression as well. The Hughes-Smalley Act of 1931, which also led to the Great Depression.
Well, also, we got to give a special shout out to Neil Cattell, and I hope we're pronouncing his name right, because I guess my boy walked in the courtroom and said, you know what, I'm pressed, and I'm not trying to hang up in here with you all, and I'm just going to say a tariff is a what?
A tariff, and John Roberts said, a tariff is a tax.
You
It
know.
is a tax on businesses. It is a tax on consumers. It is a regressive tax on consumers.
So I don't understand why they had to go defend something that they already had down as the facts. You know, you got to go and say, you know, hey, I got to defend this, just like we got to defend the truth now. We got to get the truth out there. And then Cartel walks in and said, this is just it. You know, this is bottom line. It's a tax, and the question was asked, how you gonna pay all these people back? How they gonna get their money?
There's no system mechanism to give the money. They already spent $300 billion. And the one that led against the tariffs was Costco. Shout out to Costco for standing up against the tariffs. And shout up to Costco for small business, because here's what Costco do. They're not going to pass consumer rates to the higher price. What they just do is just cancel it altogether.
And I'll shout out to Costco for keeping their DEI program.
Yeah.
That's a super shout out. And Boo, Target, and other corporations like Walmart, who took their what?
Who took their DEI out.
Yeah. And Barry Wise and all the
Barry Wise and Larry Ellison and David Ellison and taking out all the and Jeff Bezos. No.
So what do you think they got out of this? After everything that was said and done, you know.
They wanted deregulation and to make more money. That's what it really is about. Their master is the greenback. Money is supposed to be a servant, not the master.
Well, so far, where he has put us in the way we can accept it, because if you say that the United States is no longer what?
It's no longer a superpower. It's no longer a superpower at all. And we're never was a great nation for black folks to begin with. And shout out to them.
Shout out to I Had It, because these two young ladies get on there and they really what?
They really tell the truth, and they go after these wig nuts with clarity and with truth. And they also go after these corporate Democrats, these traditional corporate Democrats that don't understand the danger that we are in, similar to Germany in the 1930s.
Absolutely. So, when John Roberts is up there running around acting like, oh, this is an atrocity.
This atrocity, he's the one, the Roger Downey, the Robert Taft of this generation created this atrocity. He's the one that created this atrocity when they were immune from office.
So
him and Alito and my favorite, Clarence Thomas, the disgrace of Thurgood Marshall.
Clarence Thomas III, the disgrace of and he's also the big head of the what?
The big head of the new Jim Crow. Get this book by Melissa Alexander.
And also we all know
we all know we were never created equal to begin with. Never.
So we don't even know why he wrote that book, and that's a bad book, but basically we basically know that. So what do you got to say to wrap this up, Lon?
What I'm going to have to say is that that when you give power to a psychosociopath, malignant narcissist sociopath, which is 12% of the population, then it's going to be like DJT. He is the face of sociopathic narcissism.
He's the face of it, but our country, which is headed in the wrong direction, he could take them. He shouldn't have to take
them. Not only he's going to take them, not only he's going to take himself down. Once that it gets desperate and he's dying, he is going to take everybody in the world with it. He'd rather crash and burn the world with it. And it is coming. Yeah. And it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Well, we hope that, the Dems fight back. The Dems use words, not rain, but,
They have to up their rhetoric game, and we have to get rid of Hakeem Jeffers and Chuck Schumer, because they are not in this fight.
No, they're not. So, throwing them over there under the bus with John Roberts, who's driving the bus and driving us to hell, because one major thing that John Roberts is looking at, and Gorsuch That was the surprise. His dissent was what?
His dissent was that you're not applying consistency with Biden and Trump. He was very consistent, Justice Gorsuch.
And he was looking at it from a point of view that, hey, the bottom line is we give all this power to him, and what? Is any president going to get his power back?
No president is going to give it back. And what Roberts is counting on is that the Democrats are not going to use this power in the first place. They're giving it to more of the next Republican president besides DLT. They know that a Democratic Party would never go for that type of power in the first place. Never.
So that means that the Dems got to have some balls, tenacity, and guts, because we tired of this wimpy ass shit that they doing, right?
We're tired of the corporate Democrats. We're tired of traditional campaigning.
Who are the corporate Democrats that we can't trust?
Okay, we know Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries is the one we can't trust. We also know another one we can't trust, too, is Kirsten Gillibrand of New York. The same Kirsten Gillibrand that took out Al Franken. We can't trust her.
What about Shapiro? Can you trust him?
No, we cannot. There's two people I will not even listen to for the Democrats in 2028. Josh Shapiro in Pennsylvania and Governor Gavin Newsom of California.
And although Gavin has done all of this, what is it that you don't like about Gavin Newsom?
Gavin Newsom is a corporate Democrat at heart. Okay? He was the one that opposed even tax cuts that opposed raising taxes on billionaires in California. Gavin Newsom. So the two Democrats that are definitely we cannot nominate in 2028 are Shapiro and Newsom. They will never be president. Never.
And to wrap this up in a big bow, the reason why we don't trust them is because they keep dark money. They taking that PAC money.
They're taking that AIPAC Benjamin Netanyahu money, Israeli money, which Israel has been the one that's been spying against America. 180 people from the CIA have spied for Israel.
So on that note, we're closing it out with,
And we're closing it out with this. If you give a sociopathic, malignant narcissist any type of power, they will come and abuse it, and it's going to be hard to take it back, and it's going to be tens of thousands of people that are going to be starving and dying if we give power to a malignant, sociopathic narcissist.
Because they know no boundaries. They have it. It's endless.
There is no boundaries. Even if you give them what they want, they're going to come back for more and more and more. It's just no bottom to these people. It's no bottom to them.
And what would you have to say to John Roberts?
John Roberts, resign. If you have you have no decency. To the 6 Supreme Court justices that gave the malignant narcissist and DJT this power, you need to resign in disgrace. And you're going to have to explain to the children, not just your children, but to the children around the world, as to why you gave this power to a malignant narcissist in the first place. If you had any dignity, which I think you don't, because all you care about, money is your master, power is your master, power is your God, you need to resign. If you had any sense of human decency, which they don't have no human decency. Even animals like polar bears and things have more decency than John Roberts. Even monkeys and silverback gorillas have more compassion than John Roberts.
Well, now that we done dog John Roberts out and how he has put his colleagues in danger, because that's just what he did.
He put the rest of his judges, he don't even care for the rest of his judges. That really shows you of who he really is.
40 years of contemplating and planning, and this is what it comes to.
It comes to. And the thing is, you got what you want, like the Wishmaster. You got what you want, but it may not be what you think. It may be consequences to it. John Roberts should have watched the Wishmaster movies. You got what you wanted, but what did it cost at the end? Their souls.
So on that note, you're what?
On that note, we are out.
But before we go, we're going to say what?
What we're going to say?
We're going to say like.
And we're going to say, before I go, if you care about the truth, subscribe to the channel that cares about the truth, because we need to elevate the truth more than ever.
And the only way we can elevate that truth, we got truth tellers over there on the independent.
On the independent side, like the Substack side, and the people that are doing on the Substack side, people that are doing on the YouTube side, on the TikTok side, the people that's trying to bring element to TikTok before they're getting shut down with David Ellison. We have to elevate truth tellers on every platform and build our own channels and the support channels that is bringing the truth.
Okay, and on that note, you're what?
On that note, I am out of here.
Okay.